Hello and welcome. So this video is gonna be about some bad habits and about some things you shouldn't do if you have scoliosis. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is that you definitely shouldn't sleep on your stomach. The healthiest way to sleep is on your back, or you can sleep on your side. It doesn't matter that much, but sleeping on the back is the healthiest way to sleep, and that's because your spine is three-dimensional, obviously, and if you sleep on your stomach, you have no support on your spine, and if you already have scoliosis, there is a good chance that it can bend a little bit more, or it can bend a little bit differently, so it's quite risky to sleep on your stomach. I sleep on stomach myself, but it's not good for your spine. The second thing, and the most obvious one, don't lift heavy things. And if you have scoliosis, your spine is a little bit weaker than a regular person's spine. And if you have like scoliosis on one, like if you have some curvature on your spine, one side of your vertebra, there is more pressure on one side of your vertebra, and that's why your spine is weaker. So if you need to lift something heavy, be really careful, stretch, and think about your health. You can hurt yourself. Yeah, it's just be really careful, and if you are exercising like I do, you should not exercise squats or deadlifts or these really like heavy exercises. Yeah, there is a lot of pressure on your spine, so you shouldn't do these exercises. I don't do them anymore. I was exercising squats a lot, but I stopped because I'm scared for my spine. I'm scared of an injury. So that's the second thing. Don't lift heavy things. So the third thing you should not do is don't stretch too much or don't bend your back too much, because you can twist your spine badly and you can hurt yourself again. So you can like stretch a little bit. That's healthy, because you are exercising some muscles on your back if you stretch, and it can like relieve some pressure. So it's good, but don't bend too much. Like, I don't know, maybe a gymnastic, like, yeah, don't bend too much. Just don't bend your back too much. Another thing you shouldn't do is don't be in stationary position for too long. Yeah, because if you are on one position like for some longer period of time, there is a pressure on your spine, and there is a pressure on some specific part of your spine. It really depends on how you stand. Yeah. So, and your spine is weaker, so you shouldn't do that. I really recommend you, if you need to, like, I was working as a car mechanic, so you need to have your arms up there, and you need to really be in the same position for longer time. So I really recommend to have some pause, to stretch a little bit, don't stretch too much, and it really does help. So just don't be in the same position, you can hurt yourself that way also. The fifth thing you shouldn't do is don't jump. Yeah, like for example these trampoline exercises, or just these type of exercises that require a lot of jumping. Don't do that, because your spine is weaker. so be really careful, and there is extra more pressure in every jump. There is pressure on your spine, so you can hurt yourself, and you can twist your spine. There is a lot of pressure on spine while jumping, so I wouldn't recommend some sort of jumping exercises or exercises that require jumping if you have scoliosis. So it's really not a good idea if you have scoliosis. The sixth thing you shouldn't do is don't run for long distances, because there is a lot of pressure again on your spine, and there is a lot of compression, so in every step, and your spine can bend more, or you can, if you are running in bad terrain, you are twisting obviously your back. Again, you can hurt your back because your spine is weaker. So I wouldn't recommend like running marathons or some sort of long runs if you have scoliosis. I really wouldn't recommend that. The seventh thing you shouldn't do is don't sit for too long. I experienced that myself. If I sit on the computer for some longer time, my back starts hurting. So I would actually recommend sitting on a gymnastic ball or that ball, because it forces you to have some balance, and you are actually exercising again your back, and that's actually more healthy. And I would also recommend to give yourself some pause for exercise or for some stretch if you sit for too long, if you need to sit for too long. So this is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please write in the comment section what you wanna see next time, because it really does help me by choosing a new video idea. So yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.